I'm taking nothing for granted, but I will say I've worked for 6 years very hard for the people of Louisiana, extremely hard. Just today, we're announcing money that's being released for coastal restoration. We have not stopped. The president has said publicly that he relies upon me to help him on things like mental health reform and lowering the cost of prescription drugs and now surprise medical billing. And I think I've been able to have an impact on that as well as on veterans' health. So if folks are looking for someone who's worked hard for them, who's been effective, then I feel pretty good about getting reelected. Well, you know, I don't know him. I've met him once. I called him up and said, can we meet? Because I want to help Shreveport. I'm all about helping my cities, and no matter who the mayor is. So when he first got elected, I went to meet with him. But that said, when I read the Shreveport Times, because I subscribe to the newspapers around the state, people seem pretty disappointed. I gather he ran saying he was going to take Shreveport to the next level, and their perception is now he just wants to get out of Shreveport. And so if you want to lead, you got to lead through tough times. And this is one of the toughest times we have out there. So I'll let the voters judge. But as I look at what the folks he represents say, some of them say, for example, they feel betrayed. So that's just what voters are going to have to judge. Well, since Republicans offered to continue the check while we were negotiating on other issues and Democrats turned it down, I'm not quite sure what to say about that. And by the way, the bill that Nancy Pelosi wants us to pass mentions marijuana more than it mentions jobs. They have so much in there unrelated to coronavirus, aside from spending $3.5 trillion. So if we're offering to continue the unemployment, and they're saying no, let the American people hurt because we're hoping to use their pain as leverage to get a bill passed which mentions marijuana more than it mentions jobs. I think that criticism, that finger needs to curve back around if we're speaking about which party is trying to do the most to help the American people in their pain. So that's one of the negotiation points. The president and Democrats agree. They would like there to be a stimulus check. But if you look at who's really hurting, because I've listened to the American people, you know, 25 years of working in the charity hospital system as a doctor, you'll learn to listen. It's families who are really hurting. They have 3 kids at home. The mother can't work or else they're having to pay for childcare. They need her income in order to support the family. They're having to invest more at home for whatever reason to care for their 3 children. They're committed to it, but their budget is strained. I was speaking to a fellow yesterday. He goes, you know, I've lost my job and my income, we had a lifestyle based upon this, but I've lost my job. We can all relate to that. And he has 3 young children. So what I suggest is that we make sure that children are treated the same as adults and college students as well. Last time, college students were left out completely and children got less. So I would just kind of equalize that a little bit to make sure that we take care of those families which seem to be struggling the most. Hey, thank you very much. Have a good day.